All right, hello, hello. We should be all good now. Should be all good. All right, guys, welcome in. I'm just gonna go back and catch these comments here, okay? So, a couple comments. Tina's saying good evening. Julie is saying hello. Tina's energy is high. Julie's energy is good. She's tired, going to have a nap before cooking. Tina's practicing gratitude. Welcome. So my computer had died. Cleaning, decluttering. Nancy's energy is good, but not great. Cleaning and decluttering. Apparently that's a theme right now. Oh God, lots has changed since we last spoke. Had to move back into the family home. Had numerous issues with my landlords. Okay, very interesting. We are cleaning and decluttering the family home in order to sell it. Sounds like things are working out for you even better. Sometimes we have to go down before we go up, right? And nobody can hear me. And then Stacy says, hi, Robin. Okay, so we did have some viewers watching here, so hopefully people will find me again and realize that I'm back on. I feel like, again, everything happens for a reason. That could be also an indication of how people are feeling at this time right now as well. It might be like we were just talking about that down and then you have to go up, right? Having people on and then having to shift out and then people having to come back in. So it could be that kind of frantic panic mode that we get into as well. That seems to be a theme with many people right now. I just want to let everybody know that I just put the replay from my TikTok that I did around 6 o'clock. That was like for an hour and maybe 20 minutes, something like that. We did card pulls for our subscribers over there. We looked at people's intentions for the week. And then we also did some theta healing downloads for the people in there as well. So what you're going to see is a theme coming up for our week. And if you're a VIP or pro level in my membership group, the replay from our group reading and healing for 2024 is also there and available underneath Theta Healing Download. So you can watch that one as well, because I'm starting to do more group things so we can start to see kind of themes that are happening, just checking in with people. All right. So hopefully again you guys can find me okay. Just wondering how everybody's energy is, that sort of thing. So yeah, panic mode is kind of been a theme for people right now. I feel like a lot of people are focusing more on action, but there's also this internal thing that we're going through where we just had Mercury retrograde. We're turning a new year, right? And so there is a lot of pressure for us to clean and declutter and do this and do that. And it's very masculine. So that was what was coming up January 3rd in our group energy of we need to pull it inward, we need to reflect, really make more decisions and just sort through that. And then when we also just did our group weekly energy underneath TikTok, again, replays underneath YouTube. Um, and I think it'll be really beneficial for us. There's still that kind of, I need to take better care of myself, a lot of pressure, um, not a lot of rest and digest at all. And so I'm seeing these people wanting that, but not really feeling that. So that's great, Tina, that you're feeling that high energy. But we're seeing some other people that are feeling a little tired and drained, and just feeling like it takes a little while to recover from all that's happened in December. And if you watched my December monthly reading, we knew that we needed to ground a bit more, shield a bit more, that sort of thing. So can you hear me okay? Just want to know because we had a lot of people hopping on there earlier saying hello. And yeah, there was some relationship stuff. Uh, I feel like some financial stuff as well. So yeah, let me know if you relate to any of that. What was December like for you? Hi Jay, welcome in. Okay, some people are saying hi. Perfect. Yeah, what was December like for you guys? Let me know how your energy is. I think Nancy was saying not so great. Because for me, anyway, December was, it was a lot. You know, we were going through a lot. We're going through a lot of changes. And I felt December was crazy. Yeah, I relate very much. Tired, low energy. Yeah, and so with Mercury retrograde us just coming out of that on around the second, there's also that shadow energy. I just want to give you guys a little reminder of that. You know, there's like the earthquake, and then there's the after earthquake, right? Where everything's still shaking because we were shaking. And so if you felt like spending time with your family was a lot, it's not necessarily because your family's a lot. It's just a lot of people maybe that we're not used to seeing, or other people going through a lot of stuff too. So if you're sensitive, you're feeling a lot of their stuff. I'd love to hear if there was anything specific in your month of January that came through, good or bad, that really jumps out at you that you can again reflect on because we're still in that mode. And also, with a new moon coming up on the 11th, I'm going to be doing a new moon candle ceremony underneath TikTok, which I'm very excited about. This is my second one. If you want to purchase a candle with your intention and your manifestation, when you purchase the candle, you just write down with your purchase, here's what I'm setting my intention to be, my manifestation. When I go to do the ceremony, I'm going to add you into that, and we're going to be offering you some theta healing, whatever healing comes through, messages, just to help you kind of amplify and uplift that, because sometimes we need help with that, and it's kind of fun to do in a group setting live. So I'm looking forward to that. And the new moon rituals with theta healing downloads and the new moon reading will be underneath my membership group for all members by the 10th. All right, so that'll be available for you guys to watch too. It was a lot with work, family. Yeah, so I totally agree. I find sometimes it's hard to satisfy everybody around the holidays. It's like she eats dairy free, he doesn't eat gluten. This person hates spicy food. This person's grumpy because they don't want to be at so and so's house. And I'm not saying that everybody's family is like that, but I just find there's a really high expectation with Christmas. Um, and there's a lot of money that's spent as well. So it's almost like this added pressure of the turkey has to be perfect, and, you know, the potatoes can't burn and all of this stuff because maybe you have extra company coming, so you want to wear your nicer clothes or you don't want to disappoint people. So I do find a lot of extra pressure gets added into our lives. So just pay attention to the recovery process in January of, oh my God, that was a lot, you know? So the January readings also underneath YouTube. So I'm still doing my monthly readings and my some of my daily readings underneath YouTube, and again the yearly reading, which is great. So you could even go back to the 2023 reading that I already did there, and underneath my playlist, and check that out too. I think we are in this beautiful reflection energy where it is really important to just see, you know, like how did the energy read for 2023? How does that relate to me? And what is this new version of me? So I'd love to hear, what are your 2024 goals for yourself? Is there anything specific that you're noticing that you want to start doing or adding into your life? Again, I would love to hear. But thankfully, January, I feel like the energy is a lot better than December. But again, it's the aftermath of all of it. So there's this need for more calm, more peace. And I'm really glad that some of you guys are starting to declutter and get organized, because you're going to see that throughout 2024, just a lot more organization. I think because 2023 just seemed like a big shit show, right? We weren't really planning for a lot of the things that just occurred, right? And we're getting the hang of accepting what we can't change, all of that control. And so I think that there's been a lot of learning curves for us. I hope it is. Haha. Yeah, so the January reading is there available for you guys to watch. And that's why I'm inviting people to purchase weekly energy readings with me, monthly energy readings now underneath my store. So I'm starting to do little things like that. I have a tapping session that you can purchase based on your energy. So that's when you tap like this and do the tapping. You'll see what I mean if you watch the replay from tonight's reading underneath TikTok through YouTube. And I have 15-minute sessions available for $17. Again, another just quick opportunity to get a mini reading. Just share with your purchase what you're looking to work on, just because it makes it easier for me to laser focus. Okay. Um, so yeah, I know Nancy was saying she's not feeling great with her energy. I know Julie was kind of saying that. So if I kind of tune into what I feel just like the people watching here could benefit with to get that energy up, would be trying your best not to save other people. And I don't know if anybody relates to that. Feel free to share in the comments if you relate to needing to save other people. But we might be losing our energy by trying to, I relate to this as well, fix people. Um, yeah, fixating on things as well about other people, that sort of thing. So we are being called to go inward. And so if you're doing that more outward, it's not going to be working for you. It's definitely going to drain your energy right now. How can I focus on me and, again, my goals and my dreams? A little bit of a selfish, self-centered side, that we're allowed to take space and time for ourselves, because December was like all about giving and outwardness. So now it's like, oh, okay, back in my shell. It's safe here, I think. So it's completely normal if you're feeling like you're trying to get back into your shell and you can't, because it's just December is just a completely out of whack, out of balance month. Makes sense? Like all of our bad habits we're allowed to indulge in because it's socially acceptable, and then it kind of feels like we're supposed to go into health mode, but we're not meant to go into health mode and that heavy masculine energy. We're actually right now meant to be in that feminine and just tapping in and exploring right now. So it's okay if you don't know what you want right now. It's okay if you haven't even set those goals. But again, the new moon I think is a perfect time. Come into that ceremony, purchase your candle if you like, or of course in the membership group, watch the ritual that I offer, but really make sure that you are setting those goals around that time, because it's really going to help you over the next 6 to 7, 8 months, I feel, this January start. Okay, so we've got goals, 5K plus months, restarting my business. Okay, it feels like there's some heaviness around the 5K months. Um, Let me know. And again, I met you in a program where this person is like an ex-accountant. She is very, very logical. I'm very, very the opposite of that. Like I have a really hard time with that strict structure. So I would just be careful or cautious, especially when I get people getting readings and healings from me. I'm like, okay, but why do you need this in a certain timeline? Why do you need it to be like this, you know? And so I would make sure, Tina, when you're manifesting, obviously we always say this or something better, but I would just really explore a bit more where you have your own healing tools, like why that number, why so specific? And what it's related to. And then I think it'll be easier to manifest. Restarting your business, great. So starting new beginnings. Health wise, joining the gym instead of home workouts. Okay, so again, is joining the gym to get fresh air? Is it for more social interaction? Because if you're manifesting, you want to make sure that you're able to tap into the emotions that you're going to feel when you're accomplishing these things. So it could be, are you looking to attract new people into your life? More motivation, more accountability? Just something to explore, because again, we're in reflection mode. Relationship wise, less masculine, more feminine, right? Honoring what these things are that we need in our life. So maybe expressing what those things are, like we're doing right now, sharing them, getting into those group settings. I'm definitely feeling called to that, more interaction with people. and sharing like groups like we're doing right now. Like-minded friends. Okay, so you already said that up there, which is great. Way calmer than I have in the last few months, Julia, and we've been working together, so I love to hear that. You've been kind of stepping into I'm ready, which sometimes that is very, very scary to do. So I'm proud of you because sometimes you just need to build up the courage to say, okay, Jesus, take the wheel. Like, I'm ready. Just bring me my people. Bring me my next step. Put me on that path that I need to be on, and then just see what happens, right? Just being open in itself will bring you those opportunities to have that success and those dreams coming in. Stop trying to fix people. Yeah, yeah, that was one of the things in my membership group. If you listen to our full moon ritual, which is for our VIPs, I shared that with what I was releasing was, yeah, that fixing people part. I think that's natural for healers to want to, well, first of all, empaths and healers, people who like have that good intention, but then our egos and our controlling uh, human side wants to then think that we can that we're the ones that are going to change the person, right? Because we have such great intentions. It's like, here, let me do this for you, here, let me do that for you, and next thing we're not empowering the other people, right? It happens. It comes from such a good place, but it's also like, ooh, why am I doing this? Is this a scarcity mindset? Are these my insecurities? Do I do this so people will like me? Do I do this because it's just a pattern? Does it come from my mother's side, etc.? And we just cleared energy around this underneath my YouTube channel. So it's probably coming up, so you should watch it. Hesitant to take a family in my care with spoiled special needs. I'm not sure if you meant to say spoiled. um, Yeah, I would say trust that hesitancy. Sometimes sometimes we're doubting our intuition, and then other times our hesitancy is our intuition saying, red flag, caution. If you're not sure for a reason, you need to reflect on this more, right? And then the answers are going to become more clear. Also happening to me right now, but some opportunities. I'm like, this seems like a good opportunity, but I think I need more time to sort this out, hold more space for myself. There's time, right? So getting out of rush mode. There's just a lot of pressure right now, I think, with all this January energy. Joining gym to interact with people because I was and am being a shut-in. Okay, so trying not to kind of fall into any type of maybe depression or isolation. That's totally fair for balancing internal versus external. And Julie, you were in our January 3rd um, group group healing and reading, so very fitting, right? So Tina, if you come into the membership group, watch the replay. I gave it away to quite a few people to watch on the replay. So ready, Julie says, treating myself once a week. I like that. So what are you treating yourself with? What are you treating yourself with? Ooh. Oh, I just got really startled all of a sudden. My sister just said that she bought a cottage near the beach slash condo in this little resort area, and her acceptance was her acceptance was offered. Oh my God, her offer was accepted. So, I'm also picking up on some shaky energy here too. So just be careful of that. The other thing I'm feeling, like with the nervous, woohoo, yes, very exciting. So she's feeling the vibe of like us manifesting and things like that. I'm really happy for her that she's taking action on that, right? But she's been manifesting that for a long time. So she's not like, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. She's been feeling that for like a year now, like all summer. That's what we've been talking about together is like, for her to move forward with this. So I'm really happy. Um, yeah, but for this nervous system, just for some reason, I feel like just kind of shifting over to just productivity here, it does feel like um, there's some negativity in the sense of, like, not allowing the good to come in. Okay. So I would also be working on that right now with your goals. If you're feeling like I'm not worthy of this, I'm not deserving of this, maybe you're keeping yourself small. I completely relate to that right now. I'm making everything that I have, honestly, just affordable. I'm gonna also send out an email to the people on my email list. If you're not on that, click my link tree and get on that to see when we want to do another group reading and healing for only $20. So you get all kinds of support and healing in there. And I mean, I used to charge way more, but I get the whole like minimizing ourself portion of things. So being mindful of that, but also I think it's good to keep your energy um, in the exchange of receiving and giving, right? Give, receive, and continue that constantly. So again, we were talking about giving too much in December, and then here we are coming over into receptive mode in January, reflection, receive, that sort of thing. So yeah, that's a couple things that are coming up there for people is just making sure that you're feeling worthy and deserving and going a little bit bigger, right? And so I think for myself, I need to get back into that swing and that energy because I felt like taking time off and being sick in December, my energy was definitely like out of balance. So just kind of coming back into more connections with people like Tina was saying, that social aspect, doing it for my purpose as well because I want to know what's going on. With my communities and things like that. And if other people are feeling that same way, bought a ticket to event, yoga sessions, donuts, lol, taking myself to a lunch for a birthday, a nap, pedicure, painting my nails. Amazing, amazing. I'm so glad, Julie. So I'm glad that that group reading and healing that we did was beneficial. I think sometimes when we get those extra theta healing downloads, they can be really helpful. You know, I don't think people realize that those getting into that vibration is really important. And I'm soaking up all of those things as well. So I booked in um, a pedicure and a healing session and my mediumship course that I was talking about in that group setting as well, about me stepping into that. Also had a friend pass away from some addiction issues over the holidays. And, you know, one of the things that I decided, because whenever I have somebody die in my life, I decide I'm going to make a big change. Like, they lost their lives, their life. Oh my God, I can't talk today. Um, you know, they end, they chose to end their life, right? With these issues that they had. And the way I look at it, for me, from that situation that I was experiencing, was like to not hang on to anything anymore and to like just let go. Like there's nothing worth, thank you. There's nothing worth like hanging on to. Honestly, let go. And in December for us as well, it was just like it was a heavy month, just in general. And I'm looking at these lessons and I'm encouraging you guys to also look at these lessons like, you know, in the grand scheme of things, how big of a deal is this? Like, does this even matter? Like, am I sick? Am I dying? Do I have cancer? Do the people that I love have cancer? Are they sick or are they dying? You know, putting it into perspective. Are we hanging on to grudges, right? Are we judging ourselves? Are we being negative towards other people? That sort of thing. So I chose to take from that situation just to shift the energy over to like, let it go. Like, just, I've always been laid back, but it's like, I mean, energetically, let it go. You know, when the things that used to piss me off and make me angry, just like, oh well, right? And I'm really happy for myself that I'm able to take that and move with that. And I am still live, Ruth. Thank you for asking. So yeah, just I just feel like sharing that. Maybe that relates to somebody else. You know, if you're going through a loss, if you're grieving something or somebody, maybe they're still alive. You know, if it's a relationship or a marriage or a dog or a cat or something like that. The holidays can bring up a lot of loss for a lot of people. the family members that they don't have anymore, the relationships that they don't have anymore, the sickness that is in your family or within yourself. So it just stirs up a lot of stuff, right? Happy New Year, Patty. I love seeing people, as I was already saying. Just a little bit of community. I'd like to come on here more and have more chats. Um, okay. Happy New Year, Happy New Year. So I'd love to hear, what are your New Year's resolutions? What are you bringing in? Third time Tina heard today to let go. Yeah. And my friend that died was Indian, and so I've been kind of connecting more to Indian food and things like that, which is interesting. I don't know why this is coming up, but pay attention to what types of foods you're interested in right now. There might be some not just emotional or energy connections, there could be some spiritual connections to the food that you're craving, that you're inviting in right now with these new starts. Um, exactly, had to work on boundaries and being tactful in communicating. Now I feel it is time to be compassionate and listen. I like that. Yeah, definitely the balance of give and take, right? It doesn't matter if it's money exchanges, which by the way, Julie sent me $100 at Christmas time, which is so generous and so thoughtful, and said, "Hey, like you and your husband can go out for dinner," something like that, which I just thought was so, so nice. It really changed. Not just do I appreciate people supporting me, but it changed my, you know. As I was saying, it was a really tough month, so it's not about the money, but it's like you're saying, the compassion of just generosity and kindness and thoughtfulness, right? So I really, really appreciate that a lot. And so again, it wouldn't matter if it were $2. It's just the energy of people putting forward. So I would highly recommend keep that energy flowing of good vibes and being kind to other people. Don't stop doing that at all if you are feeling like you're struggling with your vibration right now, the putting forward piece. Don't lose touch with that, as Tina was also sharing. She wants to go out to the gym instead of being in the house. I'm definitely starting to feel more of that socialization, and I think it's just because we got a touch of that in December. So we're kind of getting the hang of getting back into a little more socialization, since I think a lot of us lost that during what we've been going through, right? The best food. Indian, yes. I feel like also sharing with food and diet for some reason. Um, I'm kind of getting like a lot of nuts for people. So it's interesting because Indian has like cashews and like that sort of thing. Um, but I'm feeling like more nuts would be good for people. Some people are working on health, but it's also very grounding. They have healthy oils, things like that. So if you don't eat a lot of nuts, maybe start doing a bit more of that and notice how your energy and your vibration's feeling. Okay. So, all right. That was a good little chat. Does anybody else have anything to share? Again, did you get a chance to share what your goals are, what you're bringing in? Anything like that? I'd love to hear. And again, make sure you check out the replay that from our weekly energy with the Theta Healing downloads, just to get, if you're enjoying some of this, just to get a little bit more perspective, um, that sort of thing. And check out my store for some of these little mini things I have available. My 15-minute readings are only $17, just to get some people back in talking about stuff like this. I think it is a change in relationships coming in. I think with COVID, people were standoffish, and now we all need some love and attention. Yeah, it's making me feel really emotional when you're saying that, the love, and males especially. I find in my TikTok readings, the males recently I'm feeling that from, like, they need more love and attention and affection. Big time. It's like we're, as females, we're in a lot of masculine energy. Think about how a man might feel if he's already in masculine energy with all of this like to do. It's a lot of stress, it's a lot of pressure. And so if you have a man in your life, whoever it is, friend even, maybe just give them extra hugs, right? Spend a little more time with them, rub their back, rub their feet or something like that. Just being a little bit more aware that they might not be spending those times doing the pedicure, getting the pedicure or getting the facials or maybe even going for the massages, things like that, or getting the energy work. Because I see a lot more women in these types of scenarios when a lot of times the men are the ones that need it, that can help balance the women because often they're the ones that ground us, right? So if they're not grounded, we're gonna be a little off our rails, right? So just for balance sakes, again, it just feels like, um, yeah, being around the people that balance you, I guess, right? And so if you're looking for those like-minded people, again, I'm going to send you guys out an email asking any timelines or dates that work well for you for a group healing and reading. So it'll be like this, only we'll actually apply readings and healings and conversation, which will be great. And then the replays are going up for my pro and VIP levels in my membership group as well. Okay. I can see a gentleman behind you in black and white. I'm trying to get a name. Sorry, new to this stuff. No problem. Every time I do something, it's different. I don't even know half the time where, like, what direction I'm going in next, honestly, as we're talking about going with the flow. I'm just trusting in my own journey as well. So of course setting intentions, letting go, but also allowing, you know, where it's just to hop into and how I'm doing things, just so you know. So it's totally okay if you're confused or if you're new. Where's the weekly downloads again? So, Julie, it's okay because this is new in my membership group. If you're a beginner, pro, or VIP, so beginners, it's only $11.11. So obviously, if money is an issue for you, great place to hang out. The weekly energy reading for our group is under, and again, if you're in the membership group, you have questions, this is where you can put them and you allow the group to take advantage of the answers to those or videos that I upload. I might start doing more of those there in here so people can see them. So you will see underneath guided meditations, weekly energy, and new moon readings, rituals, theta healing downloads. There's a tab for where the meditations normally were. I added those in. Okay, so that's for a group. And then I just did a TikTok reading and healing for my subscribers and people paying in there. And that replay is now up on YouTube, also talking more about the weekly energy. Okay, so both places. If you want to book in your own weekly energy reading, so that would be sent over to your email based on your week, then you can purchase that as well under my store. Okay, I'm still doing 2024 and monthly readings, also doing new moon readings. So as that's trickling in, you might find that helpful too. And again, our candle ceremony will be at 7 p.m. on January 11th. So we can catch that live on TikTok. If you're new to TikTok and you're like, what the hell is that? Or if it's just not something you watch or you're anti TikTok, I highly recommend, even if it's not something you really use or like want to use, it's so easy. You just literally put in an email and then like you will find me because you can see that in my link tree in underneath my profile. Um, and then at that specific time, just like Facebook, you'll see that I'm live and you come in there and you can talk just the same way as you can talk here. Um, it's just a really great platform because it brings in a lot of new people. So just so you know, and especially if you're into this type of work, it's great because you can get like easy access to people for readings. So every time I go live, if you're a subscriber, you get a free reading or a healing, which is awesome. So you just pay a monthly fee in there. And I am putting my schedule up underneath my profile. And then also when I go live, if you don't subscribe, you also have opportunities to get paid readings in there. So it's nice, like just on the fly, because not everybody wants to book things in. And it's just over chat like we're doing here today. So you're seeing a man behind me. Again, not surprised. Going to start sending my hubby for a massage once a month for his aches and pains. Yes, definitely. And the more you can just kind of do a little bit of that, if you do any type of energy work or sound healing, that would be beautiful because men or female women that are kind of like masculine leaders, that sort of thing. Sound healing is great to work along the spine, even with some essential oils or something. I just purchased a 2024 reading. I'll check. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, so I'm going to take off, and I hope you found this helpful. I really, really appreciate you guys being here. And again, this might be a place where I can schedule some things for you guys as well. All right, Facebook's a really great place. I had a few issues with Facebook about a year ago that I'm still cleaning up. So that was underneath my old business, Robin's Healing. So I would really encourage you um, to unfriend me there or get out of any groups that I still have there because this is my new business. But yeah, I had some negativity towards Facebook, and it actually became a blessing. As I said, I have some new platforms now. But I still love my Facebook, and I really want to start using this group and growing it as well. But I think I'm probably going to start hanging out here more instead of on my other profile, so we can have these little private opportunities. La la la, blah blah blah. Thank you. Yes, I am very cozy tonight. Like I said, I'm moving some energy, and it feels great. So take care, and you're welcome, and bye for now. We'll see you online.